There we go. I'm looking. Someone is grilling meat next door or across the road. I don't know where they are, but wherever you are, I am grateful and also a little bit jealous. Just a little bit. So, good evening, welcome, I am Grizzly. So here we are, with one more round of Outer Wilds before I go on a break for the weekend. If I can't finish it tonight, I should be back Sunday night. So I'll be back at it. Yeah. As much as I want to play Tears of the Kingdom right away, I'm not playing that until I beat this game. If I leave this unfinished, then, well, heck. I'm going to forget everything I learned, and I'll have to spend time relearning it, you know? So, just going to have to wait. Good evening, Atronette. I only caught a few minutes last night. Also, did I miss the Tuesday stream? Last night was a big breakthrough. I figured out how not to get eaten by some anglerfish, so I was able to get to the Nomai vessel and figure out that the entire reason I keep coming across these ruins is that they found out that the universe is dying. And they are trying to coalesce all the different tribes, but this particular tribe was baited into coming to this solar system by something called the Eye of the Universe. They didn't tell anybody they were coming here, they just warped over here, and things immediately went haywire. So that was the big reveal yesterday. So I'm going to keep exploring. I still have the Quantum Moon to figure out. That's the focus for tonight's stream. And as far as missing the Tuesday stream, to be fair, I missed it as well. I have to talk with Aaron about getting a list of mods that we need for Don't Starve Together. So I'm not sure what happened, if it was just a miscommunication on my part between myself and Aaron, and of course Henry as well. But the intention is that we're going to use the Steam Workshop to install Aaron's recommended list of mods for Don't Starve Together. So I will talk with the two of them and see about making sure that we're back on for Tuesday night. So did you miss it? Yes, but so did I, to be fair. So, all right. Like they say in Letterkenny, pitter patter, let's get at her. So my plan for getting to the Quantum Moon consists of going there to Brittle Hollow. There is a gravity cannon that I have to get to, and I'm going to test out summoning the ship that is currently on the Quantum Moon back to the gravity cannon. And then use that yeah, there it is. Question is, how easy is it for me to get to it? Oh, it's relatively easy. Okay, all right. Okay. We suit up. Definitely thought that Starve Together game seemed... that Starve Together game seems like a hoot. Yes! Especially if I play correctly, then I will agree. Hooting will merely intensify. Good evening, Skippy. Heyo had about 1 hour of productivity between Tuner finishing his playthrough and now this. Probably can't stay for this whole stream. Got bagloads of stuff to do. Hey, I appreciate the transparency. You know, you got to take care of yourself. You got to get stuff done. Are you taking your antibiotics for your teeths? This is Call the Shuttle Home. Okay, there it is. So the Quantum Moon, what I know about it is that it doesn't stay in one place unless... It stays in one place when directly observed. But when it is no longer observed, it will relocate to another location, much like all the quantum rocks. I've tried to land on the Quantum Moon with my own ship to no avail. However, this ship came from the Quantum Moon. So my hypothesis... Interesting. There's a warp core here. Of a black hole. I'm about to stand on the Quantum Moon. My shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I'll make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why it always welcomes its visitors on the south pole. It's just that this is true. Okay. So now... we're going to try these and see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Oh, so that sends me back to the gravity cannon. Very good. Maybe I should wait for the sun to get out of the way. No? Oh god, oh god! I couldn't get it back in time. So, all that does is it just launches the ship. It doesn't send it anywhere. I feel like I want to try it one more time, but I get the feeling that the outcome is going to be similar. Maybe not necessarily, you know, launching myself into the lantern, aka the Brittle Hollow Moon, but I'm not satisfied yet. I need further reassurance of what I'm doing. But the center column definitely returns the ship back to the gravity cannon. So that tracks with what I've learned so far about how this race of Nomai warped between locations easily. Like, they made it a core part of what they do for space travel. Which, of course, you know, we're a little more... Us Hearthians are a little more rudimentary with our space-faring ways. Okay, so... there we go. Brittle Hollow Moon Knight. Oh, no. The Dark Brittle Hollow Moon Knight returns. Oh, boy. Sounds like some sort of cursed Wheel of Fortune before and after. Although especially cursed would be like some sort of like an Urban Dictionary before and after. Like, you know, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Made in Cleveland Steamer. And then you can just hear Pat Sajak goes, yeah, you got it. Audience claps. You lose a little bit of humanity because you die a little inside. So... So, I mean, it definitely sends the ship in a direction. This just sure doesn't seem like... a hypothesis that makes any sense. That doesn't do anything. And that doesn't do anything. There's the twins. Yeah, I just merely move. So... yeah, I'm not buying that this is the solution. Yeah, that's Timber Hearth. So that's the last recording. So I know this is what this fellow did. But I don't understand yet how he got there. The long, dark, brittle, hollow moon night return of the king's speech. Yikes. Oof. I actually went to the theaters to see the king's speech. That was a choice. Activate the gravity cannon. And it does the same thing. Yeah, it just sends it. Right. Okay, so clearly my hypothesis is incorrect. That doesn't mean that what I'm thinking about is wrong. Just means that whatever the method is for going to the quantum moon doesn't have to do with this specific ship. It has to do with something else somewhere else. So, you know, great lead. Really on the ball with that one. So 52 yards away, and I can't reach it. So if I try going... yeah, I'm at gravity 1-0, so... yep, that ain't gonna work. I don't think I can make it any longer. Clap, clap for testing your hypothesis. Just making a conclusion. Yes. And not being mad about it. It's gotta be a record. It's gotta be like first time I've like done one of these and not gotten mad about it. Been like, okay, yeah, you know, that's just what it is. That's how it is, and that's okay. So, get back to my ship. And get the hell off this rock, because this is a bad place to be. With that stupid lantern in the way. Where am I going? Oh goodness! No, 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 no. I want to go firmly in that direction, please. It is, and we are. Stupid sexy lantern. What do you even do? Ah, okay. Alright, I am leaving... oh wait, no. Let's look at one of the planets, wherever they are. Yeah, here we go. I just want to stop so I can go take a look. Okay. The hell is that thing? Oh, I think I've seen that. I think I've actually, like, gone to it. So, what do I know about the Quantum Moon? I was in Solanum's shuttle. Oh, she landed her shuttle at the Quantum Moon. Prepare to make a rest for journey on foot. Excuse me. Visitors to the Quantum Moon always arrive at the South Pole. Okay, so that's just a part of the arrival. But that shuttle has been to the South Pole. There's a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. The Nomai on Ember Twin observed a moon that would disappear when no one was watching. Turt's research notes mention a quantum moon that no Hearthian has been able to land on. There is also a shrine on the moon to aid in the pilgrimage to the 6th location. To explore the 6th location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. So you land on the South Pole, and your goal once you're on the Quantum Moon is to get to the North Pole where the shrine is. That will get you to the 6th location, where the Quantum Moon sometimes goes. Many Nomai went on a pilgrimage during which the Quantum Moon carried them to its 6th and most secret location. And the shrine has to be on the North Pole, which means that the shrine moves. So then you have to, of course, it's probably quantum related, so you have to, like, not look at it to move it. So there's that. There's also the locator. It might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. It travels to 5 locations. That's, yeah, it all tracks. A strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's northern hemisphere. It emits a signal on the fluctuations frequency. The wandering rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. A Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed. Coleus. Okay, not Solanum. So that's probably my next clue of where to go next. Is to go to the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. So we're kind of midway through the loop. So, of course, odds are good that that lake bed is filled with sand, but that's fine. I want to at least get there and know where I'm going. That way I can start a new loop and head right over. But this does say it was spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed. So I got to get to this cave. And so I can probably find it via the quantum fluctuation frequency. Aha! So that's the next goal. That looks like the North Pole. What did that say? It said at the North Pole. Okay. But the observatory is at the South Pole, I think. So I may just be on the wrong side. which is fine. Let me confirm this. Yes, this is very much the underside. The underbelly. The taint of the planet, as it were. So I'm gonna scooch over to the North Pole. Wait. Haha! Guess what? This isn't the Ember Twin at all. I must have locked on to Brittle Hollow by mistake. Okay, well, where's where I'm supposed to be? There they are. It's like, what? You know, it never occurred to me. Like, I'm sitting there looking at myself, making my way towards Brittle Hollow. Never registered for a second. I was wondering how long that would take. Yeah, that's... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, goodbye. I looked at it, I saw it, and I was like, yeah, this is Ember Twin for sure. That's old MB, as we call it. Yep. That classic. That classic location. Please don't swallow me, son. I'm being swallowed by the sun. I'm not being swallowed by the sun. It's a good day. Wow, yeah, that was a very toasty flyby. All this just to get to the North Pole. Okay, so anyway, that was a lot of bullshit. Where the hell am I? I am... Okay, so I just follow the smoke. Follow the smoke. Its pull is strong as fuck. If you were a marshmallow, you'd be perfectly cooked. Probably. So... Perhaps this... cave. I'm guessing this cave is down below the sand. That would make sense. And my ship is having a hell of a time escaping the gravity. But yeah, I've already talked to the what's their nuts over here, but I think that's what I'm gonna do next. Is I'm gonna just land and meditate till the next loop. Start digging, right? Yeah. Let's introduce a shovel mechanic now. Now's a good time. Haven't heard that before. Well, it's, to be fair, it's a phrase that I borrowed from a friend of mine who I just heard him say one day, "What's his nuts?" And of course, like, that kind of rolls off. It rolls off the tongue. What's his nuts? But then I was like, well, you know, we don't use he and she and all that here in the Hearthian species. So what's their nuts? Whether or not they have nuts, don't read into that part too much. It's just the rhyming. That's all it is. Okay, so let's correctly go to the twins and not confuse it for another planet. How about that one right there? I still need to get on that sun station. There's got to be a way to easily get there. Seems like a very spicy flybys over. I totally use it. Fantastic. It's a valid question. It can't be the only one who's curious. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 Skippy, Skippy, no, 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 oh, no. Don't you autopilot complete me. I'll autopilot your face. All right. Nuts to this. I'm getting out. How far down can I go? There's Ryback. Maybe I need to get my ship. No. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I found. Oh, God in heaven, I slid all the way down. Oh, where am I? Oh. Oh. What? 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 What is this? Is this a shortcut to where I was before? Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, hooray, but oh, no. I don't want to be here. This isn't where I want to be right now. This is not... No. No, let me out. Let me out. I don't think I get a choice. I think I'm just going to slide back down, honestly. There is a cave. There's steps down here, though. So, is it really a cave? Interesting, though. And is this really a lake bed? It's really more like a gorge. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is where I need to go. So maybe hustling was a good idea. But all the same, I got lost very easily, so I'm going to probably die. Dead end, dead end. It's nothing but dead ends. It's nothing but dead ends. I'm going to die in the dead end. Well, watch me die. I'll get compressed by the sand in the stupid dead end. Crunch time? No, meditation time. So where the hell does this go? Is there any faster way I can get there? If I just take my ship down, I suppose I could just yeet my way in. And then I'm not spending all that time trying to get out and then go back in. So I can save, what, like a minute? Or two? Maybe a minute? Let's fucking go! Where's that stupid twin planet? There you are, you prick. Get over here. Is it weird that I love hearing it? What, the sand? The shit that's coarse and gets everywhere? Alright, sand hasn't started yet. That's a good sign. Okay, now... don't, no. Wrong again. I don't care what's damaged. We're going down. Down, 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 down. All the way to the bottom. I don't care if it gets buried. You can... Good enough. I can just meditate. That's my secret, Cap. Okay. I don't know how to navigate this. But if I go right, there's nothing. If I go left, there's nothing. So I go here. And there's nothing there, and there's nothing there. So I go straight. And I can go left or right. If I go right, then there's nothing. So let me backtrack. And I'll go left. There's nothing there. There's something here. It's a dead end. Is that a dead end? That's not a dead end. Come on. Come on. Yes! All right. Yes! Okay, now where am I? Interesting. Very interesting. What? Oh. Some ammonite fossils. That's interesting. There's nothing else in here. Okay. Okay, now... No! No, no, no! Don't overshoot it, you idiot! Okay, 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 okay. I'm good, I'm good, I'm cool. Okay. I'm cool. I'm cool, I'm fine. Now where am I? I'll go through here. Another maze. Okay, so I go right, and I kind of curl around, and it's pricklies. But if I go this way, it's more pricklies. But if I curve around, okay. Okay, steps. Progress. Oh, yes. If you've come here to look for Callias, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. Your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Callias isn't. I observed this unusual-looking rock shard, several smaller rocks, and at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. What happened before Callias disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Callias standing in the largest one. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Callias and the rock were both gone. Okay, so... I don't want to lose sight of the rock. In case it tries to do something goofy. Okay. Alright, I'm standing on it. And now it's going to disappear. So... And now it's back. Did that just turn the lights on and off? Oh, wait a minute. Yes. And then my lantern... Okay. And then my lantern died. When I lit again, Slice and the rock were both gone. So if I turn around, it's gone. If I turn it on, It came back. But what does this mean, even? I'm not even looking at it, but I'm standing on it. Shit, I'm running out of time. What the fuck does this mean? Okay, one more time. I was standing on the largest one, and then my lantern died. Okay, okay. Right, so turn off the lights. Stand on it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now where am I? It took me with it to a new location. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems a clearest explanation. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings. I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, the being can become entangled with a quantum object and they move together. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. So we got ourselves a warp rock. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to turn the light off and turn it back on. The other cave should probably be filled with sand. I'm going to die. Oh, you see that? Look at that. Watch, I'm going to turn it off, and immediately I get transported. You can see the Nomai writings. Fascinating. So there's two locations looking at my map. I need to let me pray on this. Got to tie this together on the ship log. This is huge. Now I have to recall every rock I've seen. And if I can find them in the dark. Down to Goblin Town. Yeah, this is groovy indeed. Groovy. Okay, so... wasn't there a quantum rock here on Timberhearth? I thought there was. But I don't think I can be in complete darkness. I am going to take a look, though. This is huge. I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings. So now I gotta find quantum caves. A strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on the northern hemisphere. So now I gotta base... really, the only way to do this... There's only one way to find these things. The Grove Shard. Hey, there's a quantum moon. Jackass. I don't like that moon. boy, Grizzly, use those tools. I figured, you know, I hadn't really been using my frequency thingy until I got into Dark Bramble. Ow. So, theoretically... I need to be in complete darkness, so... It's nighttime, so why wouldn't that work? Oh, you know what? It's because there's a lantern there. Wherever this rock goes, I can't follow it because it's too bright. I have to be in complete darkness. Just pop up for 20 minutes. We'll be back to watch the rest of the stream. Good luck. Thanks. And enjoy doing your chores of whatever your chores are. Oh, you know what? This rock just travels back and forth between the two. Or yeah, it just moves here. Yeah. Yeah. Over. It's always dark across Old Bark in the ancient glade, the quiet shade. Don't think that means anything in particular. Here. But, progress is progress. I see this as an absolute win. Okay, so ship is that way. It's that damn moon again. So... So there's no quantum rocks on Ash, but of course there are on Ember. So how many are on Ember? That's my next question. So there's a cave shard, which I've already seen. Tower shard. Tower shard. Tower shard? Tower shard? The quantum tower? Oh no, do I have to go to the quantum tower? I skipped it the whole time. Ooh, that was close. Right below me. Great. Good job. Good job, me. Now, of course, how to get to that quantum shard is a question as good as any. All right. Oh boy. Quantum Tower. That's where I'm going. Island Shard? No. Although I suppose I gotta go there too. Quantum Tower. Do-do-do-do-do. Quantum Tower. Do-do-do-do. Oh no. No, it's like way over there. Yeah. Ah, F, 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 F. I can't possibly make that jump. I'm like the exact opposite of where I need to be. You know what? When faced with such uncertainties, what better option is there than to just go for it? So there's the white hole. Right. But there's a... Right. Yes, correct. But there's no way to read it. guess that's just the way it is. Oh, Brittle Hollow, you're such a bitch. Oh, Brittle Hollow, you are the worst, 'cause you're such a bitch. All I wanna do is find the quantum tower. Once again, I'm as far away as possible from the Tower of Quantumness. But there's absolutely a shard in that direction. Wait, I haven't been here yet. I don't think I've looked at any of this. I just solved it. I never actually, like, did this. I think. The trees are moving. So there's the tower shard. Right. Small piece of the moon it could be. Yeah, I scanned that information a long time ago. And had no idea what I was looking at. So that's the island shard, or that's the tower shard. And there's lights on it. So that's not a transportation point. Unfortunately. And I got what's up there by waiting for this to fall into the black hole. Where does that go? I suppose I can explore for the sake of exploring. Where does this go? Entrance to the tower. Well, what the hell. Suppose. That's why this was such a pain for other folks. I understand. Oh, ship's gone. So if I do this, as soon as I leave, it'll go back to that. Yeah. Obtain. Ascend these stairs, which are broken. mean, there's really no other option. You can't go in here. You can't. So, well, now what? So that's the tower shard. There's an island shard. The cave shard is the twins. Cave, tower, and island. So there's a shard on Giant's Deep. I could try transporting on it by getting caught up in a tornado. That would certainly work. But I'm not sure what else would. So I see 3. There's the island shard. That's Giant's Deep. Unknown. Is it the Interloper or Dark Bramble? Where the hell was that unknown signal? Come on. Come on. Stupid quantum fluctuations. Come on. Where? It was so particular. Oh, here we go. No! The stupid lights. Right, okay. Yes! Perfect. Right at the buzzer. Meditating till next loop. Haha. Take that, exploding sun. I unfortunately did not get to read any of that because I just had to quick scan it. Because I knew I didn't do that the last time I was here, which was a while ago. Several sessions ago. But I think that had the instructions for how to get to the Quantum Moon. So, with all of that in mind, maybe it's not a wild goose chase checking all the quantum rocks. That would be too unlike this game. Okay, Quantum Grove. Found a poem written on one of the trees in the grove. Yep. It became their united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. Oh. Okay, maybe not. I'm glad I got to see you discover that. Good boy, you... Let's see. Oh, right. That's what Skippy said earlier. There's more to explore at the Whitehole Station. There's also the matter of the Sun Station. Don't have much to explore left. There's the probe tracking module, which is currently entering deep space. I still need to get into the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Somehow. Yeah. The Tower of the Quantum Trials. I already did that, though. Okay, but I don't have... Wait a minute. Detected a signal coming from somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. That was the Quantum Cave. I didn't even notice that this was here. Okay, so... They built a shrine to get to the 6th location. Sure, yeah, there's a 6th location. But you assholes haven't said a single thing about getting to the moon. The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed, yes. That would disappear when no one was watching. The shuttle's the only proof I have that you can get there. I'm getting hung up again. This is not good. There's a Whitehole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. They returned to the station to investigate an equipment reading that appeared to violate causality. The experiments were based on findings from the Whitehole Station at the lab. The Ash Twin Towers were modeled after the Whitehole Station. Right? Back, welcome back. I am stuck. I have very little left to figure out on the map. At least what I can see. Because there's the Sunless City, which apparently still has something. There's a matter of getting to the Sun Station, and despite all my efforts of checking out the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, there was no new information on how to get to the moon. I revealed some scrolls, or I revealed one scroll that was at the top of the Quantum Tower. That was the only thing I managed to do, really. Well, not the worst landing. Not the worst landing. I mean, technically, I've been inside Brittle Hollow before. So, can I cheat my way back in again? And I feel like I'm kind of reaching. You know, there's reaching to figure out what to do next. How much success did I have following those quantum signals? I found an unknown signal. You know, there was one at Giant's Deep that I did not investigate, so... The Island Shard. I have a hunch that I can do something with the Island Shard. And the hunch is that I haven't done anything yet, so I'm going to see if I can do something with it. So, not much to go on, but better than nothing. Okay. Oh, it's in there. Of course it's in there. Now here's a place I haven't been to in a while. So maybe there's something new to check out here. Yeah, this was like one of the first things I checked out when I started playing this game. So maybe there's something in here. I forgot. So you've been to that island before then? Because it's not unknown. No, the unknown one I think is probably on Dark Bramble. I forget what streamers have been to with how many have been following this week. So, yeah. That's what I think is going on. Their first quantum journey. This reminds me a little bit of the Quantum Tower of Knowledge. Was this a trial thing that I did before? I wonder if that's it. Yeah, that's what this shit is. The shard is down below. Yep, gotta do this again. Ah, this crap. It's still down below. So... Oh, it's been a hot minute since I did this. What's the thing that moved? Oh, right, it's that thing. Right. Okay. It was all about using the camera to keep the quantum thingy in place. Right. This is the shard I was looking for? Ah. It's just part of the trials. This doesn't help me at all. There's another island shard down below. Okay. I've already done this. So I should chase after the unknown quantum shard thingy. Oh, do I remember what the shard taught me? No, not really. I could just go back to one of my earlier playthroughs and see what I did. It's like my own personal record book. My own ship log. Just scroll through my playthrough. I'm going to be more concerned with that unknown frequency. That's what I want. So there's a tower shard. Very good. Unknown. Oh, it's the moon. Well, because there's the cave. The grove. The cave. The grove. The tower. The island, and there's nothing in Dark Bramble. Is there anything on the Interloper? Where's the Interloper? What if there could be some on the Interloper? Where the hell is the Interloper? What is that? Oh, the Whitehall Station. Nothing at the Interloper. Oh yeah, the Deep Space Satellite. I shouldn't have to go back and replay through the stuff I've already done to re-remember the lessons. Should all be on the ship log. So I'll read the entries for Giant's Deep and see what I can find. Okay. This tower held knowledge Nomai needed to make his or her first quantum journey. Observing a quantum object or observing an image. These are the same. The rule of quantum imaging. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Yeah, that was the lesson, was the use of the camera allows me to keep a quantum object in one place. So, is it suggesting I fire my scout scope at the quantum moon? Though to be honest, there are cases where I personally find the writing in some locations more helpful than the log version. I like reading things from the Nomai perspective directly. Where's that stupid moon? I'm gonna throw my scout at it. Because it's the one thing I haven't done. It's very much a, what'll happen if I do this? So that's how it is, huh? But... Alright, then keep your secrets. Yeah, very much doing that, isn't it? No, 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 no. Don't. But I am seeing what could pass for poles? Or not necessarily. Yeah, there's nothing that's actually like indicating it's a... that there's a pole here. But what happens if I turn around Oh, that's a thing. Well, it was worth a try, wasn't it? I don't think I'll be able to land on the sun station. That thing hovers way too close. It's almost like there would be a warp to get there. Yeah, I'm getting a little stumped, that's for sure. I don't know. How close can I get to the sun? Eventually you just get absorbed. Meditating as I get absorbed by the sun. So close yet so far. I think I'm going to go to the observatory for some inspiration. So I'm running out of ideas. Get the feeling that I'm going to be closing up shop soon. There's something that I'm missing. No, not that. found feldspar. Oh, hey, okay. Okay, well, Hornfels is happy that I found feldspar, so there's that. Right, the radio tower, yep. The deep space satellite. Mm-hmm. Right, yes. Yeah, those thingies. Oh, okay. The example of gravity. The phases of the dying star, which is what we're seeing happen right now. Yeah, it's fate of our own sun in like 20 minutes. So there's that. There's a scouting thingamajiggy. There's a warp thingy. It boasts a warp retrieval that allows it to recall it instantly. Right. Which is what mine does. Right. What else can I investigate here? No. Not what I wanted. The planets align? That's new. Let's see. So there's the twins. Brittle Hollow, Timber Hearth, Giant's Deep, and Dark Bramble. That makes 5. There is a 6th one that does not move. It looks like it has its own... Let me stand on it. It is its own orbit that is perpendicular to the sun. Or to the rest of the solar system. And it gets really close to the sun. There's the probe. Oh, the interloper. Okay. Yeah, that's what that is. Never mind. That's not the 6th location. Would make sense. That hasn't been documented yet. Every galaxy is moving away. Much to think about. But no one else to talk to. Ah, the joys of false leads. I wish you could look through that telescope. Look through it? Hey, what's over here? Oh, right, that thing. That quantum rock. We have a baby anglerfish? Oh. Huh. Not if I wish it were possible. Yeah, I figured if I could do that, you'd probably tell me, hey, did you check out everything in here? Well, wasn't a complete wash. But I do feel like I'm stuck. And I'm not sure if that's the good kind of stuck or the kind of stuck that's going to really be problematic. Suppose the one other thing I can do is try to explore the rest of Timber Hearth, which I have not done. Because there's this crater, and that's nice and everything, but... I've explored that. The dark bramble seeds in there. There are these geysers. I've been in the geysers. This... What is this? Oh, right, this is the Quantum Grove. Yes. I have been to the Quantum Grove. Have I been here? I feel like I've been here before. Have I been at the top? Also, what's that thing moving? Oh, that's a whatchamacallit. Well, there's that asshole again. Do you keep these VODs on here or YouTube? I keep them on YouTube. I have a... Actually, let me pull it up. I'll put it in the Twitch chat for you. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss on what to do now. So I'm going to send you to my playlists video. There's an Outer Wilds playlist in here. Yeah. And then... I'm not opposed to a nudge, honestly. This very much... I have to get to the Quantum Moon. I know I have to do that. I want to get to the Sun Station. I know I want to do that. I want to learn more about the Ash Twin Project. But... I don't know. I feel like the Sunless City, whatever thing I'm missing, is going to point me in the direction towards to the Sun Station. Because it talks about, well, I mean, it's connected. So, because someone mentioned using that as part of the Ash Twin project. So really, they're connected somehow. I just don't know how. Of course, the probe tracking module. Yeah, if these three... the Quantum Moon, which the Nomai were totally useless on, because they kept jerking themselves off over, oh, when we get the shrine, and the shrine's got to be in the North Pole, the magical shrine of hope and wonder, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, how do I get to the Quantum Moon? Well, the Quantum Moon is here, and it's great, because we see it sometimes, and there's a shrine on it that we built. It's like the most politician flippin' answer you could get. It's like, you don't want to answer the question, fine. But the moon locator just tells me where it is. Doesn't tell me how to get there. The Brittle Hollow thing, the Northern Glacier, is how I get from the Whitehole Station. For some reason... oh, because they observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. You seem a bit defeated, which I empathize with, but there are just some things you simply haven't tried to do. You have gained the knowledge you need, but not applied it. There are plenty of leads to follow here in your log. Not everything tells you there's more to explore. Maybe that means you found everything there, but there's still more to understand. So my defeated brain is basically interpreting this as, well, then I should just explore everything everywhere all at once. The only thing I can think of for applying knowledge is traveling on quantum rocks. But every quantum rock I've encountered, except for... no, all of them, except for the ones on the Twins, have light. The Grove one has lights nearby. The Island one on Giant's Deep has lights present. The Tower one on Brittle Hollow. Dark Bramble doesn't have anything. What quantum knowledge do I possess? The quantum knowledge I possess is... let's see. A quantum rock, or a quantum object, and an image of the quantum object are one and the same. They're the same thing. That's what... yeah. Observing an object and observing an object and observing an image of an object are the same thing. So I've learned that. How can I apply that knowledge? Yeah, it's a fair question. I mean, the one thing I haven't tried is taking a picture of the quantum moon and hanging onto it. That would theoretically lock it into place. So... I guess a hypothesis I can try is find the quantum moon, take a picture with it, and then don't care about where the scout lands. But I have the picture of the moon, so the moon's anchored. So maybe that's how I get on the moon. And if that ain't it, I'm done. Because goddamn. If it don't feel like, oh, actually, you're supposed to do this other thing with the thing and the stuff and the... I'm not mocking... I'm not, like, making fun of you or anything. I'm... Wait a minute. No. It's not you. It's more like the... If there's some other contrived bullshit that the game designers put in here, is what I'm getting at. Like, well, actually, you have to do this and do that. And it's like, no. No. There's a finite limit to what people will put up with testing things in what feels like an insanely open world concept. Alright, where's this stupid moon? I promise you everything in this game is explained for you. Yeah, it sure seems like it's... something that should happen. Just get back to Timber Hearth where I can see you. There, thank you. Mealy-mouthed jerk of a moon. Yeah, please don't crash into the... There. The only thing I haven't done... Haha! I have an image of the moon. And if I turn around, there's the moon. So theoretically, I can land on this stupid thing. But will I? Well... Geronimo... I guess the rotation continues, doesn't it? Right after I suit up. So I finally made it. And I'm at the South Pole, so good job me somehow. Oh, that's nice. I get to deal with the stupid-ass, volcano thing. So this is the shrine that I heard about. The magical shrine of hope and wonder. Alright. Some things are you don't have to explore every nook and cranny. Thank God! Only if the log says there's more to explore here. Otherwise, it's not about finding new info, but about rereading, perhaps, and trying to connect dots. Some things are definitely hard to figure out, but they all make sense eventually. This game runs such a fine line between, like, rewarding you for... How do I want to phrase this? Such a such a fine line between like being clever, cleverly designed and written, and just borderline feeling like the designers were jerking their brains dicks. So, anyway, we have the twins, Timber Hearth, Giant Steep, or no, Brittle Hollow, which is where we are, Giant Steep, that's 4, 5, Dark Bramble, 6 location is the Eye of the Universe. You've recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Recall the rule of the 6th location. Recall the rule... Oh, okay, so... Oh, so I gotta do each of these. The 6th location rule was that the shrine has to be on the north side. Quantum entanglement. So the quantum entanglement is the whole, if I'm standing on the thing and I'm surrounded by darkness, then I can do my thing. Oh, well, I guess I'm done. Oh, it moves. Hang on. Let me read that one more time. You have recalled. Now you need to recall the other rules. Okay. So shit's gonna get wild here, and it's gonna do the thing where stuff moves whenever and wherever until I figure it out. Oh, you know what? I better go look up the 6th rule one more time. The rule of the 6th location. There we go. Quantum Moon, Quantum Shrine. Suck my nuts. I finally found you. Of a tower on an island. A shard in a cave. Next to a mural of a tower hanging above a black hole. I found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. Okay. The shrine must be on the moon's north pole. The shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Which could be anywhere here. So that's not the way to get there. Wait a minute. What is this? I'm here after watching it wander the skies. Aha! Yes. So if I needed an out to go back to Brittle Hollow for a needless reason, I could do that. Alright. So that's here now. But... what in the blue hell is that? So I'm on the South Pole. And there's the shrine. And now it's gone. Does it have 2 locations? Wait. Oh no. When did that happen? I love it when the thing does the thing with the stuff and the things go to the place and stuff happens. So at some point... At some point I accidentally took another picture with my scope? Why did my ship go away? No. Why did the planet... Why did the moon go away? So, where's my ship? Well... It's here right now. I get to repeat what I just did. Which is fine. Not the worst thing in the world. If you put the scout away, you're no longer observing the photo. You're right. Trying to cheat my way to get that damn quantum moon to show back up. There it is! There it is not. I lied. I saw Giants Deep and I got excited. There. It's back. I was curious to see if the ship would have showed on your map. Gonna have to check the VOD. So I think the answer is no. Okay. Quantum Mooney is just over the way. Or not. It's like I could detect it with the scope, but it never showed up. There's Quantum Moon. Well. I wonder what the unknown was then. Seems like a peculiar thing to overlook. Okay. There you are, you stupid quantum moon. Okay. Into the brink again. So now I'm somewhere different. Which means the properties of the quantum moon change based on which planet it's near. Although the Nomai writings should be identical. It should still tell me... Yeah, the rule of imaging. I still need to do these others. So on Brittle Hollow, it's frozen. By Giant's Deep, it's wet. And there's no longer a... Oh. Yeah, that would really stop me from getting to the shrine. Of course! So then that must mean that because developers, every location probably has some fuckery that stops you from simply walking to the North Pole. That would track. So to get to the 6th location, the shrine's got to be at the North Pole. And then I wonder if that's got to happen first before I can do my little wibbly wobbly time travel with the quantum rock. That would be just too easy, wouldn't it? See, this is what I'm saying when it feels like the developers of the game are just, you know, showing off by slowly jerking it. And not what you think, but their brain dicks. Like, oh, we're so smart for this one. Ooh. Ooh, so clever. Ooh. Because that's the sound they make. I refuse to think that they sound anything else when their brains are pleasured, when the neurons are fired. Just, ooh. They've given you the knowledge you need, now you just apply it. Hello. And it just disappears. So, shrine's got to be at the North Pole. Right. You got that much. I can still use this thing for proving where stuff is. This is so close to the pole, it's not funny. Because it's not on the pole, so... How do you think each quantum... Okay, you should watch the no-clip documentary about this game once you're done with it. How do you think each quantum rule can help me? Well... the scout can help keep the shrine in one place. All I see is Quantum Moon, so there's no rocks for traveling. And the goal is to get the shrine. The goal is to get to the 6th location. To get to the 6th location, the shrine has to be located on the North Pole. The North Pole is currently obstructed by bullshit, no matter which planet I'm on. So it would lead me to believe that perhaps there is some sort of cave or other location where there may be a rock. Where theoretically, if I can make the shrine go to the North Pole and flippin' stay there by using the scout launcher, I can then go to... See, this don't count. It's close, but it don't count. There's nothing else on this planet but water. So I imagine if I take this over to the Twins, I'm going to get nothing but sand. And if it goes to Dark Bramble, I'm going to get nothing but seed bullshit. If I take it to Timber Hearth, maybe it will be normal. The quantum rocks came from the moon, the quantum moon. They suggested that they were from the same place. So the quantum rocks are from here. What it might indicate is if I can somehow... What does it indicate? Well... that something is moving the rocks? That something is... No, that can't be it. The rocks transport and move. But they all came from here. I suppose it could indicate that maybe there's a rock somewhere that goes to the North Pole. Maybe there's a rock there that takes me to the 6th... No. Maybe there's a rock there that takes me to the north... that takes me to the North Pole location, so that the shrine is located there, and then that's the special sauce that gets us located to the 6th location, which is probably the Eye of the Universe. I think there might be a specific log note that gives you specific info about the nature of the rocks. Well, as soon as I find my ship again. That's not my ship. Where, oh, where could my ship be? Is it the South Pole away from me? Yes. I think you read it on Brittle Hollow on top of the tower. Yeah, I definitely like breezed through it because I was trying to translate it before the sun got me. A strange rock shard that wanders when no one is watching. The gnome might determine the shard is the reason objects in this grove behave in a quantum manner. That the shard is a piece of the quantum moon. It emits the same signal as the quantum moon. So there's that. They move when I don't watch. So if I keep a picture of them, then they stay right where they are. Emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. Yep, the rule of imaging. Shrine's got to be on the North Pole. Right. And ceases to observe their surroundings, the being can become entangled, and they both move together. Well, here's a problem with that. If this whole thing moves, then theoretically, if I obstruct my view, like if I stop seeing things, then it will move. Much like the rock on Ember Twin. So I guess my goal here is to figure out how to turn off the damn lights. Yeah, that probably wasn't it. But that's definitely it. I gotta figure out how to turn off the lights. So far, that's a clue. Meditate until next loop. I close my eyes when I meditate. But there's no close your eye button. My guy is completely incapable of closing their eyes. They just can't do it. So then what the hell else is there to do? I think the next thing I want to do is see what other bullshit the quantum moon looks like. So ideally, hang on, what? No. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. There's something very close to me that I have not scanned. What did I do in Ember Twin? I turned off my flashlight. Museum shard. Oh, yeah. Well, now I have it. It's not a complete wash. No. Thank you. Museum is often forgotten about. Yeah. So I can see how it would throw someone. Alright, so repair. Alright, you stupid moon. Oh, no. You are... I am not going to that one when it's by Dark Bramble. I do not need that bullshit in my life. No, thank you. So then... Does it go in order? Would it be at the Twins next? No. No. There. There. You stay right there, jerk. You're gonna be a real normie for me today. Right. Alley-oop. And in we go. Okay. So it becomes like Timber Hearth. See, here's my light. And there's my light. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. So now I just gotta find the shrine, wherever the shrine went. I can see there are clear boundaries showing me where I should and I should not go. There's the shrine. And it's all the way over here. See, over here. So the lights are on. Oh, you know what? I think I figured it out. This is the one thing I haven't done. The solution is to turn off the lights. Uh-huh. So to get here... Oh god, I'm afraid to open that door. What a surprise! It's utterly terrifying out here. But knowing my luck, that shrine is going to be at the North Pole here. Because why wouldn't it be? Can I even get to the North Pole from here? No? Is there a big brambly bullshit in the way? This is the closest thing to the North Pole. So what if we pretend... What if we pretend that the developers are just jerking their brain dicks off? And this is where I need to go. Little brain dicks. That is not the North Pole. Look at where I'm at. Look at where I'm at. Look. See, let me point. See that orb? You see where the red is? You see where the blue is? Red, North Pole. Blue, South Pole. This is not even Arctic Circle level. It's like I should be happy, but I'm not. Once again, the developers make you test shit to see what happens. So bravo! Give your brain dicks a little hand job for that one. Alright. Okay. So I stumbled into it. I'm at the 6th location. Unable to pinpoint location. Well. I'm tooching. I'm still on the quantum moon. Nothing's working. The fuck is this floor? I'm afraid if I move things, I'm going to leave. But there's really nothing else to check here. What actually does the rule of the 6th location say? Well, now I can't see it because my ship is out of the way. Recall the rule of the 6th location. Recall the rule of the 6th location. I have it, I just can't see it now. Okay, so... I'm still not done. I haven't solved this riddle yet. So I've done the work in following the first rule, which let me onto the moon. And then I did the second rule by closing the door, turning off the lights, and that led me to the 6th location. And it said the 6th location only works when the shrine is at the North Pole. Yeah, I got imaging and entanglement done. But I swear to God, I'm going to look up the rule of 6th location, if only because I can't see it right now. I don't have access to my ship log. Yeah, can you please share with me the specific wording of that rule? Because it's in my log, which is on the other side of this weird-ass bubblegum plastic wall. The 6th location can only be explored when the shrine is on the North Pole. So I still haven't done the right thing. I still haven't gotten the shrine to the actual North Pole, which is why I cannot explore. So... how the blue hell? Oh! So the shrine needs to come over here. And it's going to be there right now. Aha! Alright. Okay, that was a lucky guess. But thank you, Skippy. Okay. So we did that. Whoop! Now where am I? Okay. So I went from there to there. Oh, you know what's a faster way of doing this? Alright. There we go. Okay. Now, let me explore. I'm gonna hope that works. Wow. Well, thank you. That, you can tell, you can hear the defeat in my voice where I'm just like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this game and its wily ways. Like, don't get me wrong, I am grateful. It takes a lot to put my brain through the ringer like this game has. Because you expect that gratification. And the gratification is delayed. You don't get the dopamine hit. What? What the blue hell? What? What? You're alive? Where are we? Well... me, you, okay, alright. I guess it isn't for everyone. They definitely reward your curiosity, but it can take a while to make those connections. When you do figure it out, it's the most amazing feeling. Relief. Oh, there's stones. The pick up me stone. Oh, it's a translator. Alright, quoting the Daleks. Explain. Explain! Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye of the universe is its primary location. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. The same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that land on other planets eventually became quantum too. Okay. Alright. Explain me! I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however, perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did. Explain you. This is insane. I'm on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All of and my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection. Okay, whoa. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. So that thing. Oh, it just comes back. Ooh. Alright, you. I have the universe. Explain! There's fundamentally uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye? Jesus H. Christ. Okay. You. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and we now call it home. Okay. Well, you did. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now. Although we cannot see it, only the reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself. My clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. This is the quantum moon where we both are standing, despite also orbiting other celestial bodies. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Okay. Identify me! I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Okay. Well? Now what? My ship's not here. Do I dare? You know what? Fuck it, I dare. But where's my ship? I don't see a marker for my ship. What? I am now more confused than I was before. What have I done? I got my explanation, but... what the hell's my ship? Yeah, I'm back on Timber Hearth. Okay, so... I dared to go to... I dared to exit where the Eye of the Universe was, and I ended up getting yeeted back to Timber Hearth. Is it because I stopped observing the moon? Because I looked up. Do I need to launch myself and not look? Or do I need to launch myself while looking at the surface? Guess I figure it out next time. But what the fuck? Alright. Let me out. Ship is unknown. But the moon's not leaving. Oh, that's Giant's Deep. Huh. See, that's the next thing I'm going to want to try when I come back here on Sunday. When I come back. Because, yeah, I don't think I mentioned this to you, Skippy, but I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow or Saturday. But Sunday, I should probably be back. Sunday, my time. Central Standard Time. In Wisconsin. Of the United States there, hey. Well, I want to thank you for helping me along, because, man, I appreciate you. This has been utterly ridiculous. But in a good way. So, let's go to the ship log. Who the hell do I talk to? To be like, hey, I saw freaking Nomai still alive. yeah, I'm just going to wrap up by adding to the ship log. And I'll be back in 3 days' time. At this location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. If a conscious observer were to enter the eye. So I think I did the right thing, just the wrong way. So yeah, that's what I'll do next time. Alright. Well, thanks Skippy and Atronet for watching. Appreciate the crap out of you all for this whole ordeal. So I'll see you in 3 days, Sunday night, probably 8 p.m., 9 p.m.-ish, Central Standard Time. You know, you follow me, you get the notification that I go live. So stay hydrated, stay safe, get some rest, watch for deer, as we say here in the Midwest of the United States. So until next time, hopefully I'll be there, can't be sure at this stage. Hopefully, but now you have my YouTube channel, so you can catch the VOD if you're unable to make it, which I totally understand and respect if you got other stuff going on. So, until then, folks, take care of yourselves. Bye.